Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Don and Stevie with us. Stevie, you're not on Twitter these days, are you? You're missing out on some gems from Don, including him retweeting people saying, Don is probably the best all-round player I've ever seen in a Blades shirt. Shame he didn't stay longer.
Well, of course you've got to retweet that, and you don't
have to retweet.
And he retweeted that. Of course you do. A nice little bit of love from the Chef U fans.
Have to retweet that, Don. Where's the humility?
Hey. If you had a couple of beers in you, then I could see it.
No, it was this morning. It was at breakfast.
Yeah. I got a bit of love, so I retweeted it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I love Sheffield United. I love Sheffield United.
You can't do that.
Speaking of food, Don, you're about to have dinner.
I thought you loved Everton.
No, he loves everyone, doesn't he? It depends on the day.
Of course.
Aye.
Why are you going vegetarian pizza tonight, Don?
No specific reason. A mate of mine ordered a vegetarian pizza the other week at work with extra jalapenos on, and I went, I'm not eating that. I like meat, I like pepperoni, I like some chicken.
Right.
And I tasted it, I was like, whoa, that's amazing. I'm going to order that tonight.
So jalapenos is the difference.
Spicy jalapenos.
Right, I see. Isn't there melted cheese on a pizza?
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Right, good. Has the panel seen a player who frustrates and causes tearing out hair like Werner? With his pace and talent, he should be a nightmare to play against. What will Stevie do to bring him back to his previous levels?
Listen, you just... I think Lee Dixon was talking about it, certainly when I was listening to it today, and he said the right thing. He just said, you got to keep working hard at every part of your game. You know, if you drop your shoulders and feel sorry for yourself, then nothing's going to change. So you've got to work hard. So listen, you just keep working hard. He has been working hard. He worked hard today. You know, you can argue that he could have done better with some of the half chances he had, but he scored the goal. And I'll tell you, he was a nightmare for the three centre backs every time he took them wide. So it's hard work. Hard work. That's the start of it.
You could never accuse him of hiding, Don.
Does he? I mean, he missed some chances. He missed one with his left foot today. He tries. He's lacking so much confidence. You can see. I think what he's doing now, Dan, is he's overthinking things. I think he's getting in front of goal. There's a million things going through his brain. The more options he's got, he chooses the wrong one. His finish, because it was instinctive and he had no other option. He just got it on his right foot, punched it in the back of the net. Didn't have to think about it. First time finish. When he's got the ball in the 18-yard box, he's got a bit of skill. He can go left, he can go right, he can pick an assist. When you've got no confidence, you try to play the simple thing and you try to make the easy pass, and in the end you take too much time. And the first option, Stevie will tell you, we were always drummed into it from Ronnie Moran and Kenny Dalglish. The first option you see is normally the correct one.
Stevie, do you think it's about time to have former players be referees? It's a big sign.
You know, I kind of go back and forward with this, whether that actually would work or not. I mean, I've refereed games when I was coaching with my side, the first team in the reserves, and I've made mistakes. And then when I look back at them, I think, how did I do that, or how come I saw that? I think unfortunately the truth is it's easy when you're on the outside looking in, telling people how it should be and shouldn't be done. I think it's a bit like playing. We're all experts. We would all pick the right choice when we're in front of goal. Everything Werner's doing, everything that Sadio Mane's doing now, that is killing him in front of goal, we can sit and tell him, oh, do this, do that, do this. It's a different ball game when you're actually the person on the field, on the grass, and you've got a split second to either take your chance or make a decision. Now, the referees have got the VAR behind them now, so there's no real excuse when they make such a mess of it for that. But I guess I've kind of talked my way into saying, no, I'm not so sure former players should be referees.
What if he chucks an ex-player in the VAR booth, Stevie? Is that an option?
I think so, because then I could explain. You know, Don and I had disagreed about the red card, but you know, if I was in the booth with the referee, I could tell him the way I told you what's going through Bob Werner's head.
Right.
In my opinion, because his standing foot, he should have had his standing foot on the ground for the whole period of time when he's clearing the ball. The fact that his standing leg is off the ground tells you that he, 100% in my opinion, is completely following through. And so to send him off is the right decision, because he's putting his opponent at risk. Now, if I could explain that to a referee, then that would certainly help all the time, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you think?
Don? I
mean, I was talking before about, we used to call it getting done or doing somebody.
Right.
Do you think the referees have got any idea what we would, if I said to them, oh, he's just done him, they'd be like, what do you mean?
Yeah, they wouldn't know.
That's the kind of thing where a former player would help.
That's why you shouldn't have two of us in there.
And actually, that's.
But I'd put myself up for it.
But that's actually. That's actually a perfect example of having a former player in. That's a perfect example, Don, because the decision is not whether he made contact. The decision for me, whether it's a red card or a yellow, is the intent there. And so having a player in explaining what's going through a player's head makes it a straight decision.
The problem is, Stevie, that like you and Don, just because you're both ex-players doesn't necessarily mean you're going to agree.
But if you put one of
no,
us
that's
down
true.
In the
But again, if we're not making the decision, we're giving information to whoever's making the final decision, which is the referee, and then it's up to him to make that decision.
Right.
But what we're trying to do is simplify the decision for him to make, which is what VAR tries to do.
Yeah, you wouldn't want an ex-player trying to tell a referee the laws of the game. We would be only in there to tell a referee what you've seen and from your past knowledge. I mean, I don't agree with Stevie. I think the ball going on wasn't any malice and no intent, but you can try and say to a referee when you see a clear one, when someone's been two-footed and the referee's not sure, you could say, listen, I've been there before. He's tried to do him there. I think you should send him off. The laws of the game, ex-footballers and footballers, there's a million laws. We wouldn't have a clue about all the laws of the game. But we know what it's like when you're playing the game, when your head's gone, when there's a bit of red mist, if there's been a clean tackle. If you've tried to make a tackle and you've committed to it and you're a fraction late, you tell the referee he was unlucky there, that's not a red card. So there's ways I think an ex-pro could help.
Don, has Moyes changed from when he managed Manchester United, or was it just United players did not believe in his management, thus we were so poor under him?
I think a little bit of Fergie was always going to be a tough ass to follow. It's like when Arsene Wenger left Arsenal. When the great ones leave, you're the unlucky one. You get the job. You can never, ever turn it down. But you're working with big egos who are gutted that the previous manager, the legend's gone. His signings weren't particularly great. I think he upset the United fans when he took Fellaini to United. They're used to a different calibre of players. And it was more like he was trying to play the Everton way rather than the Man United way. So he got off to a bad start. And then from then on, it was never really going to work. I think a club like West Ham and a club like Everton suits Moyes. He's doing a brilliant job this season. He's working with different players. The players that he's bringing into West Ham, he's bringing them from either, championship teams where he can improve them, or he's been a little bit cute like Sofal and Souček. Not many teams would have heard of these guys, but they've been really good signings. Jared Bowen, another one, brilliant signing. So I think it must be hard if you're a manager getting a Man U job or an Arsenal job when the previous man was a legend, but you can never turn it down and you're on a hiding to nothing.
Stevie, should Liverpool replace...
You know what? Do you know the other thing about that made it possible for Moyes? That team needed rebuilding. Yeah. It might have won the league, but it needed rebuilding. And so whoever took it, whether it was Moyes or anybody else, was on a hiding to nothing.
Stevie, should Liverpool replace Sadio Mane with Kylian Mbappe? It's nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the hardest question of the day. Yes.
Will Mane be all right, Stevie? He's on a rough patch, obviously, at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Listen, it's incredible. It's incredible because Liverpool were always going to drop a level. I mean, up until just Christmas time, the level they'd played at for 2 years was absolutely off the charts. So there was going to be a drop-off. But what you couldn't have thought was that A, all the injuries, and B, everybody dropped off at the one time. I've never seen it happening like that in my life. I mean, you talk about just so many players, particularly the front three, to the point where Mane looked scared to have a shot at goal. Firmino, well, forget shooting at goal, but right now he can't even keep the ball. And then you've got Salah who's chipping in and sort of keeping things alive with goals, but not as many as he could have. I mean, it's just crazy.
Final question. Oh my goodness, why would you want these back? Should clubs bring back the short shorts that your generation, mainly Stevie's, wore with their kits? Any other retro styles you'd like to see in the modern day game? You had short. I've seen some of Paul Mariner. Stevie, they were really short shorts.
Oh, I tell you what, ours, the ones we had, I'm going to say 80, 87. Oof. Tell you what.
Did you
a lot of room.
Did you ever have any? Did you ever have any accidents, Stephen, in your short shorts?
No, I did not.
Don, your shorts are a little longer, yeah?
Yeah, but my first year at Liverpool, when they had the short shorts, because I was always lanky, my legs looked horrendous. Honestly, imagine like Peter Crouch with short shorts on. That's what I felt. I felt like Bambi when I was at Liverpool, because Johnny Barnes and the other lads could rock them short shorts. Then all of a sudden, me and Steve McManaman come along, who are like the skinniest things ever, trying to wear these short shorts. I'm not even sure, Steve, if they had any like, you didn't tie them neither, did you? So the reason why they were sort of short, Dan, if you could imagine you've got a pair of shorts and they're slightly too big, if you roll them over, you sort of tighten them a little bit.
Sure.
So that's what we were doing.
So you're making them shorter in that action?
Yeah, but they're sort of fitting your waist, but it's getting worse because they're riding up your thighs. It was like, just put some string in, man.
But then the thing was, they went, after those, they went completely the other way. To these big baggy things. It just felt horrendous. Do you remember them?
Yeah, I remember them. I'm not sure what was. I'm not sure.
Because it used to be. There was a period, wasn't there, where you had cycling shorts underneath the shorts.
Yeah, but that was for people who had sort of tight groins and tight hammies. It was a bit of a myth. It never worked.
Right.
But people were like, put them tight shorts on. It'll secure your hammies a little bit better. And if you've got a bad groin, because I had a hernia when I was at Liverpool, or they'll help. You're like, no, it won't.
Oh. Just going back to the question, anything you'd like to see reintroduced to modern day games when it comes to fashion, Don?
Do you know what I'd like? I would like Boxing Day. It doesn't have to be Boxing Day, but in and around Christmas, I'd like to see all the teams across Europe wear a really traditional, old-fashioned, like a cult strip.
Oh, nice.
Like, yeah, just for one weekend only, everyone has to wear their iconic strip. I think it would look amazing.
Full-on retro strip.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one would you go for, Don, with all your past teams?
Liverpool, probably Crown Paints, I think was the sponsor at the time.
Today.
Yeah.
Today it was Sheffield United.
Yeah, today it will be whoever has tweeted saying, you were the greatest player. How bad have the players been at Sheffield United if you're the best, Don?
Yeah, but leave them alone, and then Everton will tweet me tomorrow, and they'll go, yeah, it's definitely the one-to-one kit.
God.
You know, the one-to-one mobile kits. Then you got to take the love when you get it, Dan.
Don, even you must admit that you aren't the best player that's ever played for Sheffield United.
Well, that's an insult. Name me 3 players that were better than me at Sheffield United. Go on, you don't even know any.
I know, it's true. I'm trying to think of Sheffield United players.
Tony Curry for a start. He was a legend.
Right.
And then me.
Look at Stevie's face.
Stevie 3rd. And then Jan 4th.
Jan is there as well. Goodness me, the Blades. Don Hutchison, club legend. How long were you there?
Just under 2 years, and then Howard took me to Everton.
Ah, there you are. All right, that is it.
I was that good. I got the move to Everton.
Oh, good. Well, right. Tweet that tonight. That's it.
All right.
Enjoy your vegetarian pizza. We will be back tomorrow for more. Lots going on tomorrow, in particular, of course, the Carabao Cup final, Manchester City taking on Spurs. Be sure to join us.
Hey, Wolves Burnley, 7:30 AM. Don't miss it.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.